Dylan here with the In-Depth Angling YouTube channel, and for the next 3 days I'm going to be out here eating what I can catch out in the Boundary Waters Canoe Area Wilderness with my kayak, and I'm going to be camping, exploring, and fishing these lakes up here. Come along for the ride. I'm bringing you with me. It should be a good adventure. Just left the landing, gonna go try to find a campsite. Should be a campsite up here. Oh yeah, found it. So I'm dealing with for campfire area. A couple of logs to sit around. Guess I could put a tent here if I wanted. Let's see what I got this way. Looks like a good tent spot here. Just hopped off over here out of my kayak to check out this campsite, see if it was open. The other side of it here is the opposite end of the island, and there's a big beach on it. Wouldn't mind staying here. There's one other site further down the way over here. I'm gonna go paddle over and check it out, see if it's any better. The spot looks like it would work just fine for me though. I'm gonna go check out that other one though before I end up setting up here. I might be right back to this spot. Looks like a latrine might be up here. Let's go check this out, see where this trail goes. Nice red pines in here. Love how open these woods are. And there's the latrine. Pretty private back up here on this hill. That is an awesome view right there. If I do end up staying here, I'll have to go over to shore and look for some firewood because I don't see a lot of it here. Some big stuff, but nothing that's really ideal. Mosquitoes are bad out here. I think they're gonna get really bad in about an hour. So let's go check out this other site real quick and see what we find, if it exists. All right. I think we found the site here. It's this nice sand beach. Oh yeah. So this is kind of neat. It's a nice flat level spot here. See, there's a trail that goes this way. Let's go check this out. It's pretty overgrown back in here. Pretty steep too. That's the latrine. Latrine all the way at the top of the hill. Mosquitoes are somehow worse here at this site than the other one too. Doesn't have any more wood for a fire, and the fire pit pit over there is better, and I think the beach is too. Fish. Ooh, big smallie. Oh, that one busted me off. Oh my gosh. Okay. Fishing a stump on the way back to the other site there. Couldn't help it, and I think my second drop in over there. Broke off by a big smallmouth bass. Alright, sun's getting ready to start going down here. I've got about 2 hours of light left before it goes down completely on me. It's a little bit after 7 o'clock in the evening right now, and I'm going to start setting up camp over here. Bugs at this site are not great, and I don't imagine they're going to get any better, so I'm going to try to make this pretty quick so I can either get inside the tent or head out and go fishing, get off this land, because the bugs are thick. I'm going to set up the tent right here, this nice sandy spot. It's pretty flat. I don't have a lot of stuff to move out of the way here for it. Looks like somebody's moved some flat rocks around over here to kind of help their tent stay in place before. I don't think I'll be needing that, but it's nice that it's here. These mosquitoes are horrid out here today. Oh man, that ain't good. That one got me on the temple. Okay, I think I got all the mosquitoes out of this tent now. I had to run in here and they just followed in like a swarm. They're all around the net right now. Evenings are about the worst time of the day for the mosquitoes. I've got a foam pad here, keeping myself up off the ground, and then I'm going to set up additional sleeping pad on top of that. So I have 2 sleeping pads. This one's an inflatable one, so even if it fails on me in the night, I still got something to keep me off the ground. Sleeping situation's taken care of. And next order of business is putting on this bug shirt, because I need it. Keep them from biting my face anyway. I'm gonna take my saw with me in the kayak while I'm out fishing, go scout out some deadwood along some shorelines and get something to bring back with us. It's a nice little spot here to pull up to. For water on this trip, I'm using just a water bottle that you'd fill up just straight out of the lake, and this straw here's got a filter at the end of it. So I'm getting some lake water filled up in this thing right now. Stick that deal down in there. Then, so I drink that, it gets filtered. Pretty simple. Alright guys, don't know how much of me you can see, but I'm going to be doing some night fishing over here. I'll try to fill you in with whatever I catch when I get it. I'll try to bring you along for the journey the best I can. I'm just going to try to catch a few fish here after dark, so I've got some food in the morning. 11-inch rock bass. Those are going to be some good fillets right there. We've got ourselves our first walleye. We got about a 13-inch walleye right there. Bunch of rock bass and a walleye to boot. Beautiful smallmouth bass. I'm going to send her back on her way. That's a 19-incher. There we go. I got another walleye in the boat. About the same size as the last one there. Good look at that rock bass right there for you. Got fish to clean in the morning and food to make and more fish to catch, and do it all over again tomorrow. Alright, made it back here to the tent and gonna go get a few hours of sleep here, what's left of the night. I'll be back up in the morning and clean those fish and get out on the water again. We'll catch you guys then. Good morning. I'm gonna go round up some firewood so I can get a fire rolling here this morning and then start cleaning some fish from last night. I don't know how much of last night's fishing action you guys are gonna get to see. I tried filming it a little bit. It was pretty dark by the time I started catching some fish. I ended up catching quite a few rock bass last night and ended up keeping those along with a couple keeper-sized walleye and a few nice bonus smallmouth bass. I threw those back in. But I've got a good amount of food this morning. I just got to go clean it and get that fire rolling so I can cook it up. Here's the catch from last night, guys. Now you guys can see it in the daytime here. Got a couple nice 13-inch walleye on a strainer and a bunch of nice slab-sized rock bass. Bunch more boneless fillets like that to go. Skinless, boneless walleye fillet. I'm seasoning this stuff up here with some Louisiana fish fry seasoning. Got all my fillets somewhat patted dry and then cleaned up here. Shake this up really good. Just like that, all our fish is seasoned. This is peanut oil. I'm just looking to fill in enough in the bottom of this pan to cover it up. Kind of have a shallow fry here. That's about all you want, maybe 1/4 inch of oil in the bottom of that pan there. Let that cool. It's so good. Alright, just finished up eating. I'm going to head out. It's about mid-morning now, and I'm going to try to catch some more fish for later tonight and see how we do. I might end up portaging into another lake over here. The portage I'm going to go over to, I'm just going to try to wheel my little kayak on down there with some portage wheels. I have a new cart, and I'm kind of excited to go try it, so I think that's what we'll go do. Got about half a mile left to paddle in before I get to my portage, and I'm gonna go down to a different lake. It's a windy one today. Got a strong headwind I gotta go up against. See how these wheels do. Bunch of minnows sitting down in here. All right. That was fun. New Boundary Waters Lake to both you and me. Never been on the channel with it, never been here before. Should have some walleye in here, should have some northern pike, some smallmouth bass, some yellow perch, rock bass, all that kind of stuff. Same things I was catching yesterday. All I gotta do is unhook it, unbuckle it, lift it right off. Let's get it back in the water. Ready to go. This is pretty cool. Nice river current coming off of those rapids. I'm gonna try fishing some of these shorelines with the wind blowing in on them like this. These are usually the best percentage as far as feeding fish go. I don't know anything about this lake other than the fish that are in it, and I think they would use stuff like this pretty much all on this whole shoreline. It could be anywhere, but I'm gonna start here. There's a loon just popped up out of this weed bed I'm fishing next to. I don't know if he'll surface again, but he was about 10 foot in front of the kayak. There he is. Got him. Oh, I got a frog pike. First fish from the new lake is a small northern pike here. I'm gonna toss him back in. See you later, buddy. Caught him on a topwater frog. That was fun. Got something on here. A little smallmouth. Little guy. Just a little dinky dude there. I'm gonna send him back on his way. I'm gonna get this portage done, see if I can catch a couple fish on my way back to the campsite and try to get some dinner going. Well, that was a fun day trip over there to the other lake. I'm gonna start fishing over here now that I'm back to the one I'm camping on. And I'm gonna go around the shoreline here looking for anything that'll bite, anything that basically hits the line, it's keeper size. We're gonna take on the strainer and go have it for dinner. So hopefully we can get something here pretty quick and get back to camp. Casting boulders right here. Got dinner. Another rock bass. I'm not going hungry tonight. See if I can find any more of these over here real quick before I have to head over. I'm gonna fish this spot for about another 10 minutes and see if I can maybe grab another one. Reeling this bait really slow. Just above these rapids, I just got another fish. Yes. I just turned the camera on. I was about to explain to you guys what I was doing. Ooh, this is a walleye. If I can get him in the net. Yeah. That's even better. I'd rather eat a walleye than anything in here. Nice golden walleye right there. She's gonna go on the strainer. That is dinner. I've got a nice walleye to fillet up and a nice rock bass. I said I was gonna stay here for 10 minutes. I still got that time. We're gonna stay here for another couple more minutes and try this spot. See if I can catch any more of these. If I get another walleye, that'll be good enough for me for a meal. I'll be full. That little jointed shatter app right there is what I'm throwing around. It's just a small, I think this is a size number 5 in a yellow perch color there. And we got that dark back to it, bright orange underside and the yellow sides to it. We're gonna throw that guy back in there. That was the next cast after I caught that rock bass. I got that walleye at the same spot. Hopefully there's a nice school there. Get one more. There we go. Oh. This one feels good. Nice rock bass. I think that's gonna be enough for dinner right there. Nice fish, good eating. That'll be a good supper. All right, time to pull anchor and head back to camp. Alright, I got my campfire rolling here. Keep the mosquitoes away and get those coals hot for cooking. I'm gonna get those fish cleaned up here and we'll start frying some fish. A lot of smoke from the wildfire tonight's making for a crazy sunset. I'll put you guys down there by the beach so you can check it out. Got my food all ready to go there. Everything's nice and crispy. Gonna enjoy every bit of that. Worked hard for it today. Doesn't get any fresher than that. That's amazing fish. All right, I think I'm gonna wind down here for the night. I'm pretty tired after a full day of everything. It doesn't even feel like the same day. It's been kind of long, but it's been a lot of fun and got to go see a lot of really cool stuff and do a lot of really cool stuff today. Some firsts today for me with portaging my kayak across to a different lake and everything, and that lake was neat, but this one that I'm camping on here seems to have a little bit better fishing on it. I'm going to try to go out and fish early and see if I can catch myself some breakfast / lunch and just come back and get everything kind of situated then and have another meal. Good to go right now on food as far as that goes, as this challenge is kind of going here for me. Nothing's really been incredibly too difficult. It's just been, you know, trying to figure out the fish and everything, but it hasn't been overly hard to catch them, and I've gotten enough fish to keep myself full through this whole thing, so I'm happy with it. This has got to be what it's like to be in one of those shark cages where they lower you down. Only all the sharks and mosquitoes, and there's about 100 times more than them. You guys could see them flying around everywhere. All I can hear in here is just a bzzz. Pretty crazy. We'll see you in the morning. Morning. Heading off to our first fishing spot of the day. Going to go look to see if I can find some topwater action while we got the sun coming up. We'll see if the smallmouth and walleye are as hungry as the mosquitoes are today. Ooh, that was a pike. There we go. Something hit that on the way down. Feels like a smallmouth the way it's fighting. Oh yeah, nice smallie. Woo! Oh my gosh. He does not have any amount of quit in him at all. Yeah, that bait never made it to the bottom. I was waiting for it to fall, and I was like, this is falling too long. I don't know if I found a really big drop off and tightened my line up and had that guy on it. It's a nice little smallmouth there. I'm gonna put him back in the water there. I'm not gonna keep any of those until a little bit later. See if I can find some more walleye, but that's a very feisty, nice 15-inch smallmouth to get us started off here this morning. Another nice look at that fish there for you guys. I'm gonna send her back on her way. Here's something. Wow, pike. That there. It's like a good eater size. Little northern pike there. Gonna send him back down on his way. I would keep him. He's about the perfect size to keep, but he's got some parasites on him I'm not really wanting to try to mess with, so we're gonna send him on his way. He's got something here. Little itty bitty bass. Yeah, it's a little bit too small to do anything with. See ya, buddy. Found a bunch of stumps over here on my way over to the rapids and stuff, and they kind of almost look like they're man-made. I don't know if this used to be like a dock or a pier or something, but they're all kind of like in rows, so it's a little bit weird. I'll show you guys here. out what's on the menu. On, here we go. Nice rock bass. There we go. We've got breakfast. Spot has been very good and consistent for me. Trying out those other spots this morning. Caught that pike and that smallmouth, and then a couple other really small smallmouth. But this is where I've been able to find the good eating fish, the rock bass, the walleye, and that sort of stuff. And the smallmouth taste okay too, for the most part. They just get a lot of parasites in them, and so do the pike. So I don't usually end up keeping a lot of them for that reason. There's one. Ooh, walleye, walleye, walleye. Get up in there. In the kayak, yes. Got a little excited there when I saw it wasn't just another rock bass. He was out there in the middle of the current. A little bit of a deeper hole. Gonna have walleye every single day of this trip. For every meal I'm gonna have a walleye to eat. That's incredible. Get back out there. On to something here. What do we got this time? Ooh, a couple head shakes there. He's digging pretty good. That's a walleye. Don't get that net. It's tangled up. That's a nice walleye. See how big these ones are. The one I caught earlier was about maybe an inch smaller than this one. This one's a 14 1/4, so the other one I have on the streamer is probably about a 13. This one's just a hair over 14. Two nice walleye to start us off over here as far as getting our strainer up and going. I should have enough to eat now. Walleye really like to school up around places like this and feed together, so hopefully I can get a couple more of them. There we go. Ooh, running a little bit. Oh, rock bass. He's got something weird going on with this side. Oh, rock bass right there on the crankbait. I'm gonna get him on the strainer as well. He's got a weird sore on his side here, so you guys can see. Kind of a weird sore there. I'll probably have to cut that around of the fillet there. That'll give me 8 fillets of fish. Getting to be close to about 10:30 in the morning here, so I'm gonna get ready to head back in. I might do a few more casts, then make my way back to camp to get these guys filleted up and get some food going for me. Got fresh fish. Got to explore a little bit. Wake up on this really cool lake. Catch a couple walleye. It's not a bad day. Right at the boat. I think I'm gonna let this guy go. I see some parasites in his mouth that I don't really want to have to deal with when filleting it. Those little black parasites, they say they're harmless. I don't like eating them if I can help it, so if there's a couple in a fish, I can cut them out. You just gotta cook them. Keep them from getting to be a problem for you. Cook your fish the right way and make sure it's done all the way. You should have no problem with it either way. You're still eating them whether you cook them out or not. And when you start seeing it in their skin, you know that their fillet's got it too. Just like these little black dots right on their mouth there. Those are gonna be all in that fillet. I can see some on the gill flap too, and in its fins. So we're gonna turn him loose. I'm gonna head back to camp and start cooking up those fish. Gotta hurry up and get this fire going and these fish cooked up because I got a storm coming in pretty soon. All that fish cooked up there. I'm gonna clean up the campsite here a little bit right after I eat. Those clouds over there have got some thunderstorms coming in with them, and I gotta beat that out of here. First meal I've had of the day. It's about lunchtime now. Stayed out a little bit longer to fish than what I had originally planned, but it worked out okay. Got plenty of food for a nice meal here. All right, getting ready to head out of here now. I've got everything packed up, so I'm gonna head over to the kayak and paddle on out of here. It was a great sight, and really love the fishing out of this lake, so I'll probably be back sometime. Thank you guys for watching this video. I had a great time out here and got to see a lot of really cool stuff. Explored 2 different lakes, got to camp on one with some really good fishing. Only thing I ate this whole trip was fish, and I was okay with that. I had enough to keep myself where I was getting a meal every day or 2 meals every day, and it was enough to keep me going for the whole time. I didn't really have any like super tired or like low energy spots or anything like that. I just had enough fish, you know, at one time, and that was enough to keep me going through. So it was pretty fun to try to do this and experience this kind of a trip just where you're basically living off the land out here. I think a place like this in the Boundary Waters, where there's so much to get from the lakes and from the land around it, is a great place to go do that at. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next video. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Remember to explore deeper. There's more out there.